Okay, welcome to part 3 of Second Front. This is really just a preview build. This is not the final game at all. We're just playing one mission just to sort of show how the game actually works, the different game mechanics. It's really quite solid. It plays very much like a board game, which I like. I like it a lot, actually. The more I play the game, the more I do like it. It's funny because when I first started playing it, there was things I didn't understand, and I'm starting to sort of understand them. So I'm hoping that the devs actually sort of spend a bit of time trying to impart the information. There's probably more complexity with the way it's played than probably what it looks like it has. I'm not going to say that it needs to have, because it actually, I think that the complexity does work in fairly well. Now we're in a very, very strong position here. If these stay broken, we're going to be able to take the objective next phase. So we're in the German phase at the moment. Now we do get an advance fairly soon with these broken units. They get to fire back, but these guys are broken. Actually, there's one that's not broken, so it will fire back. So when we have a look at these groups, there is actually a group there running at half strength, or it's got very limited firepower, where it can actually fire back against this one here. So let's just end our phase. So hopefully nothing bad happens this side. I shouldn't have said that. They're firing. That's fine. It's moving out of the way. Will this one fire? They're running. It didn't fire. Now, will they come good? In the advanced phase, we can now sort of move in. Now, I've got a few different things that I can do through here. One is that I can move. Well, these guys, I'm definitely going to be wanting to move this one up, and probably up into here as well. So let's just move it across near that road, so we can sort of protect the road. This one as well, I can move this one in the advanced phase either on top of this unit or next to it, and this one as well I can sort of move. This is only a half squad. Let's move it up to here. That way we just keep everything sort of spread out a little bit. And that's pretty much it. Then we've got the squads down in through this side, so I'm going to move this squad up. There's nothing that can really fire it other than that one through there. You actually can't see it all that well. Let's move this machine gun group up. Alright, so they've hit the water and are moving out. Nothing else we can do in this phase. I could attempt to hit this one through here, but you can see there the odds for us doing this one. The close combat we get a 58, they get a 42. The odds aren't great, so I don't think we're going to take that one on. I don't think I could move on to get a melee attack, but let's not do it. Let's just stay where we are. So we now have the melee phase. There won't be any melee phase. They'll also do recovery. They failed. That's one that we really want to be looking at. This one here came good, so there is actually now a bit more support. But we've already got our most of our troops across the river now, so we've now got enough to be able to take this. Now we broke there, which is okay because we still actually have other units back over this other side. Now we do have a commander there. Now this is our reaction fire. We do have one shot back in through that side. Let's just go with the machine gun. This one is. Why don't we have the other one? Missed. So that one doesn't get a shot. This one here does though, and so this should actually now allow us to do a lot of damage. There we go. We broke it with the flame tank, and we also have a shot here as well, where there's a chance we'll do like a half damage. That's missed. That one still actually has machine gun fire as well. Missed as well, but that's okay. At least it's broken, and these are still all broken over through this side, so we're going to be able to take the objective and stop the counter from coming back down, but everything else will still attack after this on this particular map. This one does have a shot there. Very low chance. Let's just do it anyway. None of the others get a shot there. Right, across to the escape phase. That will now run. Ours will run as well. We've left the machine gun behind. Now we'll be still be wanting to have that machine gun as support. Now they've prepped out into the open, where we're going to be able to get some good shots with our tanks. We did rally. This is great. Now they've also rallied in through there, but they don't have a shot on the objective. Now it's still 20, it's still got 2 turns. This will be the best run I've ever had of this particular one. It's now a move and fire phase. And we actually have a lieutenant, a captain, and 2 veteran units in through there. One with a large, or half unit there and a full unit there. Let's send in the, let's send in the captain and the 2 other units to take this objective. So there's nothing else that can actually stop us in through here. So let's just move in. That now stops the objective at 20. Now we have to hold on. So we now need to sort of make sure that we have enough units to be able to move in and protect this particular location. Now we've got to get through here to sort of, at least we've got the flame tank in through this side, so we can sort of protect sort of what's going on with that one. Let's move this one across so we can get the machine gun set up again. So we're just going to move this one down this way. So that will be, just move. Again, there's nothing to see just yet. Pick up that machine gun again. So that one's now in there, and we'll send this commander down to then work with that particular group. So this one will now protect that area, which means that I can use the flame panzer to stop anything that comes in through this other side. Now I can also then move it, if I just go and press the F. From there I do get a shot at that group, and so I can actually move that one into there to actually get a shot. So that's actually not too bad. So I can actually do, from that location, I can protect all of this. So let's just go and do exactly that with this flame tank. And so we'll just have it sort of pointing down this way. And do another shot there. And pin 2 of them. They did actually all sort of survive this. They technically will get a shot, but there's nothing, I'm not unbuttoned, so I've kept him buttoned up. Now what we have to do is we have to stop these guys from getting through. And what we want to do here is we want to move these up so that we end up with with shots maybe from here. That's then going to stop this unit. That unit actually can't quite make it anyway. That unit does get a shot there, and it is stopped already. Now we only have the machine gun. This one is... Why are we out of ammunition with that guy there? Ah, because he's buttoned. If we unbutton him, we should now have a shot, I think. No, we still don't have a shot there. Let's just shoot this way first. This one's going to give us our best bang for buck. Missed. And this one here with the turret machine gun. There we go, we broke. We weakened one of them, so they've gone down to green. We've only got a half there as well. The fact that that's now broken, I think I'll just move this one down into this location. Stop. Gun reloaded. Broke another one. And killed. Critical hits, kills. So they're all down to halves now. Keep on firing. Missed. And now we've still got the machine gun. Missed. But they can't react anymore. So now I can bring this one back down to do more protection down through this other side. So I will do that. I'll just do that from here. It keeps the flame tank. So we need to sort of keep the engine running at this point in time. At least we get protection on the objective, and this is really what we need to be doing. Now the engine's still running, so we'll have to turn that off next turn. These 2 have now moved, and then this one as well. I can actually now move this one right up. In fact, I can move that one right in if I needed to, but this is where the main attack is going to be coming through. So let's just move this one back into here and stop, because we're going to be able to do damage. We'll rotate that turret back around again and do the damage here. There we go. Killed in actions, 3 killed in actions. That's destroyed the whole lot. There's hardly anything left. It's just these groups over through this side. That's working out very, very well. Now, if I move, I don't have to worry too much about those. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this one up into here and keep the engine down and come back around this other side to bring this one around, and just leave this one here to protect everything that's happening down this side. Let's move this one up and move that one up as well. And end our phase there. Fire phase, they're not going to be able to have anything really except for these 2 pinned units, which they won't do because it's more that like they can't do an assault or anything. and these I can't see. So they're now moving, they've routed and moved out of the way. That one there is still routed, it just hasn't been able to move. So they'll route until after they go that far. Now we can still keep on moving up, so we'll just keep on moving forward with these units. That was a great little move there, back in through this side. So we've left this at 20 VPs, which is great going. As I say, we've now got protections through this side. Now I do actually have the advanced phase in through this side. Now I'm happy enough to keep this guy where he is. Possibly go back to there just in case anything does come back down the road. He'll still be able to, if we have a look and see what he can actually fire at that location, he can still fire into there. Where he is now, he can fire into all of these. But even if they move into there, what's it going to do for them? Not much, because we're still going to be able to protect all we have to really do is protect these two here and everything that's going to be coming across this other side. So I think that's a better spot for us. So let's just move this one up into this location. And we have picked up the machine gun. We don't want to wander off without that. So they move up into there. This group just stays where that one is, and this one I could move out to do more action. Now we've got the half squad that has the LMG, and I've got the full squad that I can then move out if I needed to. You know, it's one of these things where I probably would be better to move them all out and just go after these units. I can always move back in again. I can't see them really coming good again. Well, actually, they technically could, but I think it's going to re-trigger this one to run again. So let's just go and do that. Yep, it's re-triggered the fact that it's now broken, and it will now run in this next phase. It shouldn't sort of be hanging around at all. We can't fire in that phase. It's literally just an advanced phase. That one failed to come good, and that one doesn't have a commander. Eventually, it will. If it's got enough time on its own, it will come good again. They're moving across. That one's moving around into that area that we couldn't see. Now it's trying to hit the guy that's back in, that's sitting outside on the turret, and that won't worry us. All right, so these guys not able to really do much at all. So we're now back to our fire phase. So we now have this one here where we can use the. Now we're still moving, just using machine guns. So we're not really going to be able to be very secure with that one there. That one does get a shot in here. Hopefully we can do the kill. This will actually be a 68% chance of killing that one. It stood though. It actually passed. I wish that said passed and not stand. Anyway, that's just a little bugbear of mine. That one there, hardly worth it. It's really not going to do anything, so no point doing that. And nothing else really gets a shot. So we'll end that one. The escape phase, that one will run. So it's run back to the others. And this is moving towards the objective. We have to be careful of that one. But we do actually have a lot of firepower that can come into this guy. But we have nothing left in here. So I'm going to start now with the move phase. I'm going to just hit this one, and I've got 41% chance of actually doing the damage here. And we broke it. That's good. It means we don't have to worry about it. And I'm thinking I might as well now bring this one up into the actual location. So let's just move this one up. Now that it's broken, it can't fire at us. And we can now sort of set up this machine gun in here. 18% chance of doing a killed in action. We missed. This one here, we're going to turn the engine off, and we're going to still stay unbuttoned, but we're just going to fire. It's funny that the 50mm is still, actually one thing I can do is I can change, if we're looking at this now we get it. Actually it did stand there, and we still have the turret machine gun as well. Actually that's what the whole problem was, I wasn't turning the turret around. So that's actually done, and this one here, eventually they're going to come through these locations, possibly down this way, which I can't really cover for. I think I'll just stay where I am here. That one can just stay where it is. What I might do is just unbutton, just so we can see a little bit more clearly. These here, we have a shot down through that side. Now they're going to be trying to get through. I think what I'll do is I'll just go and cover that area with this tank. And so we'll move there and shut it down. So if they come this way, we'll have it covered. This one here, we don't actually have a shot just yet. There is still another group out through there. This one here, we do actually get a good shot. Okay, broken and weakened one of them. The commander is still there. There we go. We killed that other one, and we still got the machine gun as well. That's standing. Let's go for this one. If we can kill these units off, I mean, that's going to be pretty much game over. But it'll still keep on going. They'll keep on firing, I think, while their morale is so high. And I think it comes down to this guy here. Let's just move in a bit closer. And stop. Not quite, but we have this one as well, and so I'll just move this one up. Back into position. Swing the turret around again and fire. There's a slight chance we can kill this unit. 5%. Gun malfunctioned. So now that we've got the malfunctioning gun, it turns red down the bottom through here, and it's just a matter of every turn they're going to try to fix that one up. It's not critical for us. I'm going to run this unit up with the large machine gun, and we're going to have to protect against this one here. We're going to have to go after that one. Now I'm going to split these guys up. I'm going to send the unit off without the gun to have it run down to start to try to take these other units as well, maybe with this unit over here. And I'm going to run this one up. So we've got a lot of protection in through here. There's still actually a few units that they'll keep on firing, bringing these into the actual fight. So that's all we can really do with our movement. These can't go into the water, so there's nothing that they can do. They've got no offensive capabilities, so nothing to do with those. Let's just move this one across, next phase. And I've got the escape phase, so that one will escape back into there. That one will escape. We're going to have to go hunting with for this one here, using probably this guy here. Now we did actually have the main turret got. Maybe this one here would be the better option. So we'll just go hunting for these guys, and I'll keep this one back just to protect for when they do show themselves again. We'll just get some good reaction down through that side. So the advanced phase, effectively, just press F again. Actually, I am better off. I'm better off having this unit back at that crossroad. It will block everything else off. The machine gunner, actually I'm thinking that just these two veterans down through here would be the better option. So let's move this one down across the road. Yeah, let's move these together again and have them go off hunting. Now I've still got the protection back there, so let's just move this one down and just keep this one under pressure. So we're going to be able to sort of finish it off with these other units anyway. Okay, that's good. Advanced phase is now done. Next phase is the melee phase. We don't actually have one of those. Recovery phase. Now they'll keep on trying to... This is now locked on at 20. Okay, we didn't fix that one. It failed. So there's a chance every turn that this will come good, but it didn't come good at this stage. They're now doing their movement phase, which they don't. We have now our fire phase. Let's just see if we can finish this one off. We've got a 68% chance. Yes, we got it. All right, that's wiped that one out. We have to wipe out all of these units to actually finish this one off. That one's been done. That one's okay where that is. There's nothing else that can fire on anything else, so we're sort of stuck where we are. Let's end our turn there. Escape phase, they'll look after themselves. There's not much for us to deal with over this side. And they're getting ready to come back in again. Yep, that one's rallied. That's the main commander. And we did repair this time. Good stuff indeed. So what we can now do is start to move around and prepare for when they do pop out of this location. So I'm going to move this one. Actually, I can't do much with that one, to be honest. Sort of this one's in the way. Let's move this one into here and stop that one. So if they come in there, we'll then do the damage that way. I would like to have this one... Well, I don't really need to worry about these. So I'm just going to move this one back into this location. And that way I can move this one all the way around to here to then go and do more damage this side. So let's just move this one back around and stop. Little armoured cars, this is great for these. Now the green is in here, so we've got the broken green in through that side. We have the captain in through this side. This is the one that we have to try to kill off. Missed. It's mainly going to be the machine guns that will potentially do the damage here. Missed in through there. And we'll use this light machine gun group to go in and wipe these guys out. So we'll just move them across. Okay, this one here again, I'll just get this one ready for the machine guns for when they do pop up. So we'll leave that one there. That gives us better protections down that way. This one, I don't think we're going to need to worry about that one, so let's move this one across as well. Just get the machine guns ready when they do start to come back out. And then this one as well. Let's just move into here. They can't do anything, I'll just walk. Not that it matters either way. And so if they move in, we then got a lot of firepower down through that side. Again, I can't see them. They'll go into here. There's nothing much I can do about that. Hopefully that will be enough for us to sort of do the firefight with these 1.5 veteran units. Everything else is looking pretty good there actually, so we don't need to move anyone else. Actually that machine gunner can actually move. Is it possible? It is potentially possible that they could actually do some damage in here, so I think I might just move this one through. I'm pretty sure that these guys will be able to roll those two up. Now, most games will actually have finished by now, but I think it's because of the strong morale that they're going to keep on fighting. But I think if we can kill this captain off, then that'll be the end of it. It's wildly different. Every single time I've played this, I've been really interested in just sort of how different the actual play is of this. So, like the replay value, even with static units like this, has actually been surprisingly strong. Like really surprisingly strong. It's been very, very cool. As I say though, I'd much prefer to have sort of more procedural content and sort of more progressive content, but overall very, very good. Now we've got the advance phase. Now the next one, I don't need to advance anywhere through here. I may move this one in. I might just move this this machine gun group if I just click it second time. Let's just move that one into the bush there. This one here I can also then move in as well. Now we know that the green is right there, so let's just go and keep everything. Sorry, that's the wrong unit. Let's just move this one in. There we go. It's now going to run again. It's going to run down past our other guns. It'll probably run into this group over through here, so we'll be able to keep on chasing these things down. That's what we need to do. So we're expecting this one to run. It failed the rally attempt. It's only a half. So we're not going to be able to do much at all. It's showing above the hex that's on. That one's now moving back and around. Okay, it has escaped. So we are going to have to go after this guy. Now we've got the fire phase where we do actually have a shot through here. Stood. Come on, machine gun time. Actually, I can keep on going. So this guy's a real thorn. We're going to have to go after him with others. 82% chance. We missed. We missed with the 82. Okay, we didn't get to do anything there. He can't attack on his own. He literally has to have other units with him, so he'll be trying to probably match up with these guys. Nothing else we need to do there. Escape phase, that one will make a run for it as well. We have to keep on going after it. Okay, now we have the melee phase. There's nothing to melee at this stage. Moving fire. Right, so I'm going to move this one and just sit right on top of this guy. It did expose it. We don't get anything else to do there. That one can't see it. That one can see it. Bring the turret around. No, it can't see it. In that case, I don't think it's going to be able to break through here. Let's just move this one up. Swing that turret around. Still can't see it. That one's in through here. So what we'll do is we'll move. If we do this, it's just going to keep on running. Let's run one of our units up into here. Like it's broken anyway. And then march the one with the machine gun in there. We've got it killed in action. There we go. So that one's been finished off. This one here now is got nothing else for it, so we'll just move this one down. There's no other reason for it to be anywhere else, so we'll just keep on bringing these out, and that side is now pretty much secure. Now I could actually move into here, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to wait for them to come after me. Fire phase, they've got nothing. Escape phase, they've got nothing to escape at this stage. The advanced phase, now again, I don't want to do anything much with this. I will move this one up. I'll leave that one back where it is. These guys, I do want to start to move them back out again, so let's just move these back across so we can sort of come in and capture this guy as well. It's quite a mop-up situation that we're in. Oh, there we go. That was enough. That was enough. So they gave up. 8 turns, 20 victory points. That's actually pretty damn good for me. So that's the best I've actually done. So welcome, guys. You've sort of seen me do my best. If we show the scores, where am I? I'm a 5th now, coming 5th. So there's only a few people playing the game by the looks of things that have got this far in. Joe Bader is the actual developer, so he did it in 30, but 20 I'm really quite happy with. So anyway, you guys got to see that as well. Let's just go back to the main menu and we'll talk about a few of the other things that are actually in the game. So that goes through a fair bit of what's actually in there. If we do have a bit of a look, there's other things as well. Like if we go to this next one, which I haven't played yet, but I've had a bit of a look at it. If we just go and play, I'll just go actually wait for it to load in. We won't play this. I'm just wanted to show you what else there actually is. So in this phase, what we actually have is we've got buildings with stairwells. Yeah, that's okay. It just goes through different bits and pieces. Let's just ignore that for now. The things that are different in this one, that we saw there, we've got different sorts of tanks. This is playing as the Americans in something. You've now got bazookas as well. So you've got like a group with bazookas on board. So they've got a bazooka in through there. We've got mortars down through this side. So they've got like sort of long-range mortars where they get a chance to fire again as well. So they can actually sort of fire on different things with their mortars. The what else have they got? TNT. So they've got like buckets of TNT, I guess, to sort of explode buildings and sort of bring buildings down as well if they need to sort of smash their way through different things. And still machine guns and that as well. So there's just more and more. There is actually guns, which I don't think we've seen them yet in the game. So you've actually got like sort of more sort of static guns. I can't see anything even from the German side through here. But again, it's the same sort of progression where you've got like there's 800 victory point locations in this particular map, so much more than what we saw there in the last one. We've got 80s running down through this side. These will count down, and then they've got 160s down through this side as well. So the idea is to get as high as you can with that 800 before all the victory points sort of end up running out. It's a really nice little system. Anyway, I'll quit out of that one, and we'll just go back to the first bit in through here. Now the workshop, I think, is where you've got scenarios that are sort of not, well, I guess these are shareable scenarios. And so you can see through here, like people can sort of give them different thumbs ups, etc. This one here is actually quite interesting. If I get this one started, so here we have an actual landing scenario. So we've actually got like landing forces on the like the American landing forces in through this side that can sort of then start to come into the actual into the beach itself, into Omaha Beach. This one has got like different bunkers with machine guns. You've got entrenchments running through this side. You've got obstructions. Light machine gun down through that side. More bunkers. with guns up through this side as well. So actually no, that's a Panzer Force. I thought there was guns on this one. That's interesting. I was sure there was guns up there when I played it last. Maybe they move in. Maybe they move in from at the back here somewhere. Move along the entrenchment to sort of set themselves up. Anyway, it's a pretty cool thing, and you've even got sort of like tanks coming in, like just a couple of tanks in the in these sorts of areas, in these sorts of transports. But it's interesting. Again, very, very different than what we actually looked at with the last one. Let's have a look at other things. If we just go back and quit out again. So that's the workshop. You've then got a map editor, which is, I don't know, like this for me, it's so close to actually being a random map editor. It just doesn't go quite far enough. So if we go across to create, for example, and if I just make it into a reasonable size map, so 22 by 22, random woods, random water. So it sort of randomizes a lot of stuff, but I don't know why the water on, ocean on, and stuff like this. I don't know how this kicks in, what it actually does do. I think that ocean will start you off with beach terrain. Water will start you off with grass, but you can then sort of put like lakes and things in. If we just go and click on a map name and just make this one say test, I can then click on OK. This will then create just the bare bones. So why not have it go a bit further? Why not have it do the random stuff that we would want? You know, like for example, elevation. You know, like give us some more elevation, please. You know, it's simple to create these sorts of create maps with this. You know, like if you were going to create like a simple map, you can certainly do it. Like if there was going to be like a river valley in the middle here. I don't know if we can actually do. Yeah, okay, this one there, we can then sort of go and get the water. If we do doubles, it doesn't sort of do much. So beyond this one, I can actually sort of then go and create like a river that runs around the side of these hills, if that was to be something that had to be bypassed. So it's quite a nice little system. If I just go to 2, I can then sort of do it, so I'm getting sort of like a small patch every time I actually do that one. Now, that is, it says depression. Oops, hang on, that's not what I wanted. I just did a right click and it's going now back up the other way. Let's just make that one go back again. I don't know how we get the forwards like we had last time. I'm guessing that would be under terrain. Maybe not, maybe not. Roads and bridges. I haven't tried this, so I'm guessing if we did a bridge this way, that would then take it across. That gives us a road point through that side. There's the roads then through there. I keep on doing that. I keep on clicking the wrong thing. I don't know how to unselect. Oh, there we go. Just right click while you got it selected. That's not too bad. Actually, that's not super bad. Just coming in, as long as you just know which edge to hit it on. It's quite functional, actually, you know, to sort of do that. And through there. Oh, anyway, I won't do this one too much, but I don't see the limitations for putting in a random map editor. You know, like just even something simple. Oh, did I do that? Just get rid of that. If I can. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. Just go back to terrain. Oh, hang on, no, that's okay. It has gone. So yeah, it's quite serviceable. Now it's saying depression and clear. There is no water. Don't know what that is. Is it? I'm not sure what that actually is there. We've got the roads and bridges. Buildings, so you've got like basically stone buildings. So if we sort of pop a building through there, that's going to have like good protection. Pop one on the other side there as well. So you can sort of just set up. It's very, very quick and easy to set up. And I would have thought that building an algorithm for this would actually work in fairly well. You know, like it's so you can sort of create like little bridge areas. Actually, that one can't go there, but it can go this side. So it's yeah, it's quite nice the way it sort of does work, and I'm hoping at some point that this one actually will end up having a way for that then to work. But I'm not sure where the forwards are. This is nice. Haven't seen this. Just little decorations on the map. Facades, yeah, so it just goes across these things, I guess. Anyway, I'll leave it there. That's the so that's the map editor. Again, it is literally just a map editor as such, and it doesn't do anything. Actually, you've got ruins on as well, so you actually got different. So you can actually have these as ruins or off. I think that again, I'm not seeing the limitations for having this as a random map generator. It looks great. It looks fantastic. So anyway, let's just I'll just save as. So if we finalise the map, if we do that one, saving line of sights. Don't know what this does. I haven't gone this far with it. It's a bit of a play. Saving file, that's good. So that should all be done. Just save again. Done. So we now exit. Now with that map, we should be able to use that one as the actual, like, to build a scenario. So once we've got the map, we then go to edit scenario. And we go into the scenario editor, which is where we can then sort of put down the, so if we go and create, and I'll call this one test as well. I'll leave the dates where they are. Select map, so we've got test. Now there's a city one that they created as well. This is ours that we just generated. So play as, say, the German, go on the attack against Russian-German, I guess at 1941. Should we set the date? We can sort of change this a little bit as well. So maybe make it sort of like 42, April 6th. Why not? There's no meeting engagement. So again, that would be cool to sort of see that in the game. So we'll just go back across. And so this is where we can now start to position our different forces. So we actually have like the German and Russian forces. So fairly simple again. Again, I don't see what the impediment is to have a have something where we actually do have like random scenarios. It looks like it's simple to build everything. So I know that the devs are hoping that the community will actually build lots of maps, lots of scenarios, which I guess they will. But I don't know. I think this game really screams to actually have like some sort of random content, random generation, because it looks like there should be a way of getting algorithms within what they've already done to actually achieve that. So I'm very, very hopeful. There's our commanders, the different sorts of soldiers, tanks, guns, the armored vehicles, the what's this one? The scout cars, actual guns in through here as well. Like the different sorts of guns that you may sort of want to have just as sort of static type guns, and then just trucks. So there's a lot of stuff in here, like a hell of a lot of stuff from both sides. Like when you look at the different sorts of groups, they're going to have the different groups as well. It's simple, but it's very, very thorough with what you're sort of looking at through this side as well. I really love it. I love what I'm seeing with this game. It's got a lot to like, a hell of a lot to like. Anyway, that's sort of where we are. It's got like special locations, different things to do. I guess I don't know what that is. No idea. Actually, that makes it look like maybe there is actually an airdrop that can be coded into this thing. Victory points, casualty counts, locations, how many points that actual location would be. That's how many turns you have to actually then go and take it. This is one of the reasons that I think it would be good to have the AI do more, is because if you do a victory location like this, getting the balance right will mean that you have to play the game over and over and over, whereas an AI would be able to sort of best guess that to a degree. Plus, if you had other settings where you could actually have like a difficulty setting which change the amount of victory points, which essentially is your turn counter anyway. Anyway, it's pretty cool the way it does work. Properties, different things. Actually, what's that? Snow. Excellent. Oh, awesome. I love what I'm seeing through here. That's what this one, paved roads or dirt roads. This is the ammo. Oh, that's fatigue. I was saying morale. It's actually the fatigue. So high fatigue or low. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting game, I've got to say. Oh, there's difficulty. Oh, that's just an indication of difficulty. It's not the actual, it doesn't change anything. It's just saying, okay, this is a 1-star difficulty game or whatever else it might be. So it is, the onus is on the scenario designer to actually sort of really make good use of this. And this is, I think, one of the things where the game actually will be a little bit weak. Will be depending on the community to do this, but I'm thinking it will still actually have a reasonably strong community to do it. So anyway, let's just exit out of that one. We won't actually follow through on that one. What I see with this game, and the garage is essentially, so the play your own scenario is going to be how to test the scenarios, I guess, but it's going to mean that people will have to get fairly involved. This is what we sort of saw there with the building thing. We can bring in different sorts of guns and sort of see how they work. Some of these can actually have different troops sitting on board, so that's where they would be carried. What else have you got? You've got the side skirts. That's interesting as well. The turret, you can sort of just see what it looks like. I don't know what that does. And you've got the various, you can look at the various, I don't know what these things actually do. I haven't played with this all that much. But it's pretty cool the way it sort of, the whole thing actually does sort of work. It's a really nice looking game. I love the graphic style. Anyway, I won't talk about it too much more. I think we've sort of covered it pretty much in detail. And so, guys, I'm going to leave it there. But this is, as I say, early times at this stage. I don't know when the game's going to be released, but I'm very, very excited. The more I've played it, the more I've enjoyed it, the more I've actually understood the mechanics are complex enough to make it interesting, very interesting, and but simple enough to be able to pick it up fairly easily. Now, they're probably, where would you sort of class this? It's not strictly a beer and pretzels game. It's beyond that. So it's a bit more. It's a bit more thinking involved than just something you can just pick up and without like playing it all that often. You will need to sort of be on top of your toes there a little bit as to where to move and what to do. And I think that the game would actually do itself some favours by just having a few more helpers. It does actually have helpers in the game that do tell you when you're going to get fired at, but yeah, I don't know, just a little bit extra I think would actually help it a lot. And not being very specific with that one, but I think that yeah, this game I think is going to be a great game leading into the future. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the sneak peek at this one.